world champions got their tri-series off to the perfect start in Game 2. Lionel Zampa had the West Indies in a spin, and David Warner did the rest.
And that's 50 for Dave Warner, continuing with good form and the good run that he's had for some time now.
Now they were looking for a repeat performance at the Providence Stadium in Guyana against a South Africa side looking for their first win of the tournament. Welcome to the highlights. It was early days, but after 2 matches, the table had a familiar look about it, with Australia sitting at the top after their win on Sunday. The Proteas were keen to get some points on the board before the teams move on to St Kitts for the next 3 games starting on Saturday. Well, the toss was won by AB de Villiers, who opted to bat first on a dry-looking surface, and expecting the wicket to spin, he included Tabraiz Shamsi alongside Wayne Parnell, Chris Morris and Kyle Abbott, the men to make way. Mitchell Starc was rested for Australia. Nathan Coulter-Nile came in. South Africa to bat first. Here's how they got on.
Oh, that's kept a bit low. Hasn't gone down the leg side too much. The Australians like it. The man in red's important, and he says not out. So just enough doubt in his mind. However, they can send this upstairs. They know what a serious player Hashim Amla is. Bit of a chat, make a decision. The captain says no.
But my first impression was that the angle would have taken it past leg stump. Let's have a look. Yes, I reckon it would be pretty close to leg stump, but probably just clipping the outside, if anything. Looked a good decision to start with.
It's a lovely shot. De Kock has really developed his game terrifically. There used to be a time where he'd thrash a little bit when he first arrived, but now he just seems to play with terrific control.
Well, on a surface like this, you can't really go looking for it. You've got to wait on the ball and let it come onto you. And he's done just that. He's let it come under his eyes, so he's managed to get over it. Just an abbreviated swing through the line. Doesn't really look to hit it that hard.
Beautiful, strong wrists, really nicely played. A real little nice solid flick outside the off stump.
And again, such good technique. Waited on it, got on top of it. Was always in control of that shot.
Oh, he's played that nicely. That's a good shot.
Well, he's
6 runs.
You have to be very focused on when you get the opportunities, because they're not going to be that many. And this one was just full enough. This is a shot I've seen Quinton de Kock play in the IPL on a number of occasions. So you'd have to figure it's a normal shot for him.
He would have seen a lot of Coulter-Nile as well. They play with each other at Delhi. Well, there's an edge. That's going to run away nice and fine, and it's going to be the second boundary. Not as big as the first in the over. 6 and a 4 and a wide and 1 equals a dozen runs. That's good stuff from South Africa. 28 for none. Two noises, just a half shout from Hazelwood. We'll have to wait and see if there was any connection with the willow, any call from the umpire.
Well, we heard 2 sounds, and so did the umpire. His signal runs. But Steve Smith is going to have a little bit of a dabble and see what happens upstairs.
He relied on Wade, keeper Wade there, who would have been unsighted, but Wade said if he didn't hit it, that's out. I certainly heard 2 noises. That's okay. Delivery's fair. Let's have a look and see if there's an inside edge. Looks like a slight deviation now. It's hard to tell. Here's my call on this. I'm saying that it actually missed the bat now, and I'm saying it hit both pads. But there were 2 noises. So if we don't have any of the toys. Oh, no, he's giving it. Yes, there you go. So the third umpire, Nigel Long, has agreed with me, basically. He's suggesting it didn't hit the bat and it hit both the pads. I'm not sure there was any conclusive evidence, unless he timed something with the noises as the ball went past the bat onto the pads and adjudicated that way. But it's an interesting call. It's a tough call, and end result is that South Africa have lost their first. De Kock goes for 18, 29 for 1. Lovely shot. Good work from Rousseau.
Well, he's come out to be positive, Riley Rousseau. Gets a little bit of room there. Puts it away nicely.
Given him. Now is he going to review it? Yes, he is, immediately. Getting out on the front foot, but given out.
Well, Nathan Lyon bowling, obviously turning the ball away from the left-hander. So the question is, where did it hit him? Front foot's fine. It's where the ball makes contact. And did he get his front leg outside off? Well, he didn't hit it. Definitely didn't hit it. It's all about the line and how much it turned. It hit him in line.
No question about inside edge this time, so umpire Nigel Long can move on from that. Coach Justin Langer not as anxious as the South African counterpart, and that looks dead. Hit in line, and that's going to be confirmed. So South Africa will lose their review, and Australia will pick up a second wicket. Umpire Richard Illingworth's decision is confirmed, and Riley Rousseau will have to make his way off the field. A second wicket going down for South Africa. He goes for 10. For 7 is 41 for 2.
Good shots through. Beat short cover. And that's the Ambler we know. I love watching him when it comes to his cover driving through that offside. His placement and timing. Gets a bit full here, Lyon. Look at those wrists. He just flicks the wrists and off it goes.
Oh, he's a long way down. Hashim, Hashim. Good piece of fielding, though, by Steve Smith, the captain.
They tend to, it's quite hard batting with behind these two, because you always sense that something, like a little run out, something silly is going to happen in terms of the running between the wickets, and it's just careless batting for South Africa. Just when they're starting to get a partnership going, and it's always going to be harder for the next guy coming in. Ashik Mamla, run out for 35. Great fielding by Steve Smith. Take nothing away from the fielding.
81 for 3. 2 men catching in that cover position, short.
It's definitely something a lot of teams employ against JP. I think they, and it's not that he gets nicked off to slip. I think they believe that if they can bowl wicket to wicket, get one to straight. Oh, it's a good shot. Try and get him out LBW early on, because they believe he plants his front foot and he can't really get it out of the way, and that's how they try and target him with off spin.
20 overs completed, 90 for 3.
Bowl straight up. First delivery back. De Villiers. Almost in slow motion.
Let's see what happens here. Look to have it covered. Maybe just trying to run it down the third man. But he's gone nevertheless, and South Africa in a spot of bother here. AB de Villiers goes for 22. It's 97 for 4. They're going to look for 3 here. And looks as if they'll get them pretty comfortably. So nice time for Nathan Lyon to be bowling. The pressure is on the batsmen. Experience of De Villiers and Amla gone. They seem to play him pretty easily. Got another chance now to bowl at 2 relatively new batsmen.
That's it. Another one. Kilton Nile. Straight through Bernardine. Oh, sorry, Duminy. My mistake. He's come back in and De Villiers straight away gone, and now Duminy.
This was a great delivery, right on target. May just have straightened slightly off the pitch. Duminy totally defeated. He's gone for 13. It's 104 for 5.
It's away, outside edge. Much needed runs, a much needed boundary to finish the over. 28 overs gone. It's 112 for 5.
Got him. It's kept low. Hazelwood straight through. This is really good stuff from the Australians. And Parnell departs.
Yeah, not ideal for South Africa. The need is somehow find a partnership. And there we see it. Straight, just kept a little bit low. A little bit unlucky there, Wayne Parnell. But great bowling from Josh Hazelwood.
Yeah, it certainly was. They've done a very good job, the Australian bowlers all round. Parnell goes for 2, deep trouble. 112 for 6. Beautiful shot. Really good shot that from Bihardine. Nicely played.
Yeah, excellent shot by Farhan. Just got to the pitch of it. Got nicely over it. And generated the power. Great shot.
So he's been there for over 30 minutes now. And let's face it, I think Bihardine's got to deliver today. Nice shot. Not too extravagant. Should be able to come back for the 3rd unless Bihardine decides to retain the strike. He doesn't. He's trusting Pangiso. Short and hammered away. Nice shot from Bihardine. So there's 4 off the first ball. They don't have to do too much more for the next 5.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do with a leg spinner. Once it presents itself short, he plays that shot really well, Farhan. Something he really tries to employ against the spin bowlers. Sit back and just whack it over mid-on. Wide mid-on.
He's never going to be a big turner of the ball. Coming back easily for the 2nd, so he's not going to rip it a mile. They're going to get a bonus. No, they're not. So that's good. Good work from Khawaja.
$135 for 6. Are they thinking about it? They've asked for the review.
Wasn't the most convincing request, but they've got it available.
Review.
No problems with the front foot. Yes, you would be. Did it pitch outside leg? Looks as if it might have just. Touching down in line and missing. So that's the one failed review. That's a good shot. Just some width outside the off stump. Real loose delivery from Coulter-Nile.
And I was just talking about the fact that he doesn't have a sweeper on the offside because he didn't want to give this type of width. And that's a lovely shot. Behardine in positive frame of mind, even though he's been struggling to score, to put this away comfortably. Bowler error. Batsman taking advantage.
Miscued, should be taken. It is. Josh Hazelwood into the bucket. And just lost patience, Aaron Fangiso. And a wicket for Zampa.
Yeah, the ball before, the attempted shot before this one gave an indication that Fangiso was getting itchy. And the shaking of the head of his batting partner Behardine once he ran down to the other end indicated disgust with the shot, the timing of it and the attempt. 9 to Fangiso, 149 for 7.
Down. Would have been a very good catch. Really tough for the bowlers to snaffle those.
That was McGrath-like as well. Just giving him some praise about his action and what he's done, and hit straight back. And they practice as a training a lot too. Oh, just hitting the upper hand and not going in. It's always difficult. You follow through, you're coming down, and someone's hitting the ball back at you. They might use tennis balls for training. It's a bit softer.
Going airborne, Rabada this time. One of the team to forget about boundaries. Rabada's going to have to get the big strides in. He's a big lad and does so easily. So a couple of balls, or a couple of runs I should say, after the last ball. It's the end of Hazelwood. He's been brilliant. 2 for 20, 157 for 7. Oh, that's nicely played. Good shot. Nicely played. 6 runs. Good work from Behardine. Brings up 50 as well. That's his 5th One Day International 50. Nice job for Faham Behardine. $174 for 7 now.
This is a quality shot. Head position, he knew it was going to bounce low. He just kept still to the last moment. Beautiful way to bring up your 50.
Rabada this time. Looking for a couple. Rabada's got to be quick. And that wasn't the smartest work from Rabada. They got to look for all the runs they can possibly get now. He just sauntered that first one. Cries of catch it. Desperate dive. 2 is going to be the return. That brings up the 181.
Yeah, you wouldn't have picked at the start of the day who's going to bowl last over, Maxwell or Finch. Half a chance for Steve Smith at mid-wicket. Big dive to the left.
Behardine just sliced that one. Rabada out of the blocks quickly, non-striker's end, has to come back for the second. It takes him about 2 or 3 strides and he's back.
Yeah, good running. Bit of run for everything at the moment now.
It's a good shot down the ground. They'll probably only get 2 out of it. Rabada's quick enough. And again, it's good running. So a couple off that as well. Now he's gone high. Steve Smith is in the vicinity, but again, they're going to pick up a couple more. Bowled him. Didn't really need to do that. I guess it's the last over. You can take the odd risk, but boundaries right now would have been quite handy. However, he can be pretty pleased with the work that he's done for Faham Behardine.
Quality knock. In the end, he'll be disappointed with that, but he's done the work for South Africa. Under pressure. He'll leave for a brilliant 62 today, and South Africa 188 for 8.
Steve Smith. It's not, it's Coulter-Nile. They've swapped again, so he's underneath that one quite comfortably. So Maxwell has got a couple of wickets pretty smartly.
Well, Tahir ran in quickly to get a bat, and he's run off the ground straight away. First ball. And he got to have a go at it. And a good easy catch in the end for Coulter-Nile. And Tahir's gone for 0. And it's 188 for 9.
Rabada just works that one to leg, just going to stay on the 1. And that's where it's going to finish. So Rabada is going to be not out at the end. Maxwell's picked up a couple of wickets. Shamsi on debut didn't get to face a delivery. I just can't help but think those 2 wickets in the last over, maybe a few extra runs, you never know, I guess, but it's going to be 190 to win.
The South African batting lineup. That run out to Anwar at the top for his 35 was costly. De Villiers never got going. B. Hardeen, he was the man. 62 off 82 deliveries. Quality knock under pressure. And then it falls away for their 189 for 9 off their 50 over South Africa.
And if Australia sit back and have a look at these numbers, they'll be very pleased. If they look at the overs done by the main bowlers that were expected to do all the work today, 40 overs completed between Hazelwood, Coulter-Nile, Lyon and Zampa. So wickets there, and also the quantity rates from everybody being very impressive, with Maxwell doing a fine job with that last over. That can't be easy. 7 runs from it, also picking up a couple of wickets. His return in the end is pretty impressive. So that situation, Australia need 190 runs to win to get another 4 points in this tri-series in the Caribbean, and they need to go at 3.8 runs per over.
Gone. Excellent straight line from Wayne Parnell. No choice to review for David Warner.
That's exactly why they brought Wayne Parnell into the side. He's been striking in domestic cricket with a new ball back home, and he has a very good start for him. Ooh. Yeah. I'd like to have a look at that again. Yeah, but good start nevertheless. Good length. They pitched the ball up, it was straight. And David Warner, LBW by Parnell for 1. Australia 1 for 1.
He was out LBW last match, Aaron Finch playing across the line.
Yeah, there we have another look at that. Going down.
Would have been gone by at least a couple of feet had that hit the stumps. Took on the wrong man there, Aaron Finch, the AB de Villiers.
Yeah, AB de Villiers lightning in the field. Oof. Great fielding, that's what you need. You need to create these opportunities, but they also need to be taken. Wrong man to take on there, and he'll be disappointed with that, AB.
Nice shot from Aaron Finch. Wow, there's some authority in that.
Yeah, great shot for Aaron Finch. That's exactly the area he likes it in. He likes you to bang it in. So present, like all Australian batsmen, they love playing the cross-bat shots, and he was equal to the task there.
Right through him. This has been a very good opening burst in combination here between Parnell and Rabada.
Fabulous bowling by Kagiso Rabada. This is what he does for South Africa so often. He comes in and knocks over the poles. Great delivery. Usman Khawaja maybe looking for a little bit too much over there, not playing straight enough. But fabulous bowling by Kagiso Rabada. And Usman Khawaja has gone for 2. Australia 10 for 2.
That is one of the best defensive shots I've seen for a while. I mean, that's just a block.
Yeah, it's indicative of the surface. There's a bit of variable bounce. It's hard to score when the ball's been delivered, hitting the wicket.
He'd have been gone again, would he? Or maybe he was so confident, Aaron Finch, that it was wide of a stump that he was just didn't bother to slide his bat in. Yeah, good stuff from Riley Russo. Nah, he would have been gone, probably. Wouldn't have gotten there. Now he hits the stumps. AB de Villiers could have done with that against Aaron Finch 2 overs ago.
Yeah, but you get the sense that Aaron Finch is going to give him another opportunity. Yeah, but good intensity from Steve Smith, not allowing, not just blocking the ball, looking for the single, looking to score, and that's key on this wicket.
Good shout, and raises the finger. Is he going to review it? A bit of discussion, yes, they're going to review this one. Going across the line.
Well, he likes to go across the stumps, Steve Smith. All's well at the bowler's end. And as he comes across this pitches, plays across the line. Where has it struck him? I reckon that's pretty adjacent with hitting leg, I would think. And we're seeing the leg stump behind him. We'll be very lucky to get away with this. No bat involved.
Is it clipping? Once it is, it's gone. You're right, it's not clipping, it's hitting. Well inside leg stump, so confirms the decision. Steve Smith on his way. And Joel Wilson reaffirming the decision that he made earlier. Australia in deeper trouble. The captain gone for 8. Australia 21 for 3. Finds the gap for 4.
Intent on being aggressive, Aaron Finch. He's hit this with a lot of power. Found the gap to boot.
Trying to get him with the googly, but not a lot of turn. Over the top, big hit, gone for 6. Just slightly over pitched. And that's what you get from the modern cricketer. They don't waste an opportunity.
He's a powerful man, Aaron Finch. Parnell trying to bowl a little cutter. And it falls right in his arc.
Just past short cover. Russo with the big dive in vain. 6 and a 4.
Well, he's clearly got the pace of the pitch, Aaron Finch. He opened the face to get it past the man at cover. Didn't seem to have any intention of hitting that on the ground.
That's typical of that aggression. Power and timing. And a mischance in the stands.
Well, he's certainly not hanging around, Aaron Finch. This is beautifully hit. Knew exactly where he was going to aim it. He hit it with power and timing.
Loud appeal. Is he going to get support here with the review? He was really confident, and they're going to review it. Looked a pretty good shout.
He was a long way forward. No problem with the no ball there. Oh, he's gotten a long way down the track. Seems to pitch in line. There's no bat involved. It's very close. Maybe just doing a little bit too much, spinning back. But it looked a good shout to me. Well, this turns, but did it turn enough to miss the stumps? Umpire's call not out looks to be the final decision. Not enough of the ball hitting that leg stump.
Another one. He's given him this time. Now the Aussie's going to review. They don't have any reviews available, so he's gotten the wicket. Glenn Maxwell, his poor run against the South Africans continues.
Well, I tell you what, Faz, this one seemed to spin a bit more, if anything. I have to ask if that was going to hit. Be interesting to see. First wicket for Shamsi for South Africa. There's Australia's Glenn Maxwell. He goes for 3. It's 47 for 4.
Off the mark immediately with 4. And over he'll remember Tabraiz Shamsi. 50 comes up, 51 for 4 after 12. That's a good shot again. Might be doing too much. No views left, of course, by anyone. But he is causing some problems with that sharp turn into the right-handers.
Well, not out is the decision.
Pitching outside off, turning back in. I would have hit middle.
I don't think that's the last time the ball is going to hit the pad when Shamsi is bowling. There's another one to test his judgment. Not out.
Almost every single delivery is a bit of concern. This one pitched outside leg.
Cries of catcher, should be over the top for 6. Bihardine down there at long off. Solid connection from Aaron Finch. Certainly doesn't waste any time whatsoever, Finch, in any conditions.
Yeah, fabulous shot. A little bit risky on this pitch, but he got the length. It was full, and he managed to put it away.
Could be out. It's not. Amla. Gee, that would have been a huge wicket if they picked up Finch. Would have been massive.
Yeah, massive. Sweeping, always a little bit risky. Got a little bit of bounce. And Hashim Amla probably could have done a slightly better there.
That's good connection. That's nicely played. There is protection, but not quick enough. JP Dumond out there couldn't scoot around the boundary. End result, 8 runs from that over. 72 for 4. Got him, nicked it, up goes that finger, Tahir. Goodness me, Tahir hasn't sprinted off. What's going on? He's screaming and shouting, but he hasn't sprinted about 30 yards. Marsh is gone. He struggled a little bit there today. 5 down with just 70 on the board, 72 on the board, and Tahir gets in the game.
Yeah, brilliant, Imran Tahir. He does it so often for South Africa. Brilliant. Exactly what AB de Villiers and the Proteas wanted. Imran Tahir with the breakthrough. And it's Mitchell Marsh, 8. Australia 72 for 5.
That single eventually, slight hesitation, has brought up 50 for Aaron Finch. It's been a very good knock. He's been the Lone Ranger so far, 50 out of 74 runs. Shamsi's enthusiastic, extremely enthusiastic. He doesn't have a bad appeal, Shamsi. I would imagine that one or two umpires around the cricketing world might just tell him to settle down a little bit from time to time.
Yeah, exuberance of youth, Hazy. Yeah, looks like the Google. Not a bad shot.
That's beautifully bowled. You can see that the umpires call with the impact, with more than 50% of the ball hitting outside the line of off stump, making impact with the pad. Oh, that's nicely played. Good shot. He's a very good sweeper. There's Aaron Finch. Lovely control and plays it with great strength.
Yeah, great shot. Playing it with a spin. Pick the googly. And this is what he does to put the spinners under pressure. He loves employing that sweep shot. And it's been very effective for him over the last few years.
Nick, got him. Wade gone. Rabada. Here's a star, this lad. Whenever he gets the ball in his hands, something seems to happen at good pace. That one, 145 k's per hour. And he's picked up another wicket.
Yeah, brilliant by Rabada. What a find for South Africa. Takes the neck and Quinton de Kock does the business. Timely wicket. Brilliant work.
I love the way there that Quinton de Kock was pretty much smiling as the ball was going into his gloves. Wade goes for 2. 83 for 6 now, Australia. There it was. That was the googly. Not out's the call. Brilliant stuff from Tahir, giving nothing away here. 84 for 6.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful from Rabada. That is an outstanding Yorker to get rid of Kultanan.
Everybody was in shock for the moment, wondering what had happened. Let's just watch this. Pace. It's all about the pace. Straight under the bat. Just clipping the leg stump bail. And it's been fantastic tonight, South Africa. Could Nile go on without scoring in Australia now, 85 for 7.
Nice shot. That sweep shot has worked wonders for Aaron Finch throughout this inning so far, and it brings him another valuable 4.
Yeah, it's his go-to shot, really. He's been looking to score runs, and whenever he's wanted to really get it going, he's brought the sweep shot.
Given in. Thought about it, Richard Ellingworth, for some time. Wickets are tumbling.
Standing in disbelief, Zampa, wondering what's happened to here. The googly. The only question is hitting in line and going on hitting the stumps.
Zampa goes without scoring. It's 90 for 8.
And it's through. Oh, good piece of fielding. And Rousseau's in trouble. That does not look good when you grab the top of your shoulder after diving to save that 4. You see here, Finch splits the gap. And watch Rousseau here dive. And just lands on the rope, I would say, at the same time. So hopefully it's just rope burn. Right there, the top of the shoulder hits the ground hard and onto the rope. But that does not look good. And that shoulder has popped out. And hopefully they can pop it back in. That's the question for him.
Should be 2. Could be in trouble here. For some reason, they were just ambling along for that second run.
I think Lisa got rid of this a lot quicker than Lyon expected. Had him struggling for a bit there and just home.
Sometimes the bat bounces up on the slide. Didn't happen this time, so he's still there. Gone for the appeal again. But Joel Wilson who had a pretty torrid time in the first couple of overs. And Shamsi was bowling at the start of his spell, first time playing ODI cricket for South Africa. Missing off, missing leg.
Well, middle stump couldn't get out of the way in time. That's nicely played and it should go all the way. Very aware of those 2 men behind square, Nathan Lyon. Managed to get on top of this one and get it fine. A.B. de Villiers takes the catch.
For a man of his abilities, that's straightforward for the South African captain. And the vigil of Aaron Finch comes to an end. Miscued, looking to go over long off. And that was as easy as you please. The dive would have made it look spectacular, but quite frankly, that was straightforward for the South African captain. Battling 72 looks to be in vain. 113 for 9. Good shot. Good way to end the over for Josh Hazlewood. 32 overs completed, 120 for 9.
That's through the gap. So the 33rd over ends with a boundary. It's 131 for 9.
Boundaries continue to flow. Leg byes, they all add up. Good hit. 4 more. 10 away from preventing South Africa from getting the bonus point, and who knows, they might get closer. to that 190.
Well, he's looked to play that sweep since he's come in, Nathan Lyon, and he started now to play it with very good effect.
Yes, he's given him, and that's it. Victory for South Africa. Bonus point as well. Sweeping at everything, and in the end, perishing in the same way that he prospered. It means that everyone has enjoyed a victory in this first series of matches. A win as well for the debutant, Tabraiz Shamsi, for the Proteas.
So South Africa get on the scoreboard with a bonus point to boot. And this is how it ended. Slightly quicker and straighter. And Lyon sweeping one time too many. Adjudged leg before, and rightly so. Confirmed by Hawkeye. Good little rear guard action from Nathan Lyon. 30 in 31 deliveries. Australia, in reply to 189 from South Africa, end up on 142 all out.
The Australian batting card tells its own story. The top and middle order simply crumbled, with the admirable exception of Aaron Finch, who made a fine 72 from 103 deliveries. The only other men to reach double figures, number 10 and 11 in the order, Nathan Lyon and Josh Hazlewood, as they were bowled out for 142. The wickets were shared about. Rabada was excellent as a spearhead, 3 for 13. Parnell 2 for 23, and the spinners shared 5 wickets between them. Shamsi on debut was unlucky just to pick up the 1. So here's the summary of the match. South Africa posting 189 for 9. It was more than enough. Australia bowled out for 142. South Africa winning by 47 runs. And this is what it's done to the table. It's got them in the game and straight to the top of the table with a bonus point victory. Their net run rate slightly superior to Australia. This is what the captain and the man of the match had to say at the presentation.
Steve, bad luck tonight. What are your thoughts? What was the difference between the two teams?
50 runs or thereabouts. Obviously, we didn't adapt well enough with the bat today. You know, when you're getting 135, you're not going to win too many games. So, you know, I thought, you know, Bahadian played a pretty good innings. He was pretty calm and composed and knocked the ball around and got them to 180, which was probably around par. We just didn't adapt well enough with the bat and kept losing wickets throughout.
AB, how satisfying was that victory today after your first game?
Oh, very satisfying, Hazy. Thank you. We obviously love winning games of cricket. That's what we play for, and I thought we had a fantastic game today, so very happy.
Farhan, come and have a chat to me. Or just the photos first. I guess that's pretty important. We'll get them sorted out as well. When you arrived at the crease at 97 for 4, what was going through your mind? And to be fair, I guess you haven't been in the greatest of nick.
Yeah, look, a lot of the guys, they call me Doggy, and a dogged performance was needed out there today. The nets were quite amply prepared out there. We were training quite nicely yesterday, and with the help of Neil McKenzie, our batting coach, and Claude Henderson. So, yeah, it was nice to spend some time out in the middle. And like I said, it was so tough out there. It took a lot of mental energy.
So this is what the schedule looks like after 3 games. It's 1 win apiece. We now move on to St Kitts, 3 matches there before we turn to Barbados, the final on June the 26th. Top 2 qualifying. And next up in the Tri-Series, it's these 2 teams once again, South Africa and Australia. Our coverage on Saturday gets underway at 5:55.